Yep, okay, ready BSK 4, and take BSK 4. Ready 9. Send me dummy template. Come on. Take 9. Roll 9. Fade on BSK 2. Go on, send title card.
Imry Hockey Center in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Yeah, I don't remember the first time that I met Imry, but I certainly remember becoming aware of him through the SVG conference, and over the years, he just became to me what he is for, I know, so many of the people in this room, a resource, a mentor, a person that you could just bounce any question off of and get a really honest, really thoughtful answer.
I've known Imry now for about a decade when he arrived at Harvard and joined us as we plotted out our plans for the Ivy League Digital Network. He was a trusted colleague then, and is even more so today. I know that you and I have had our battles on Ivy League Zoom calls over the years, but which would be no surprise to a lot of people in this room. But I do respect your knowledge and experience and all that you bring to what we do collectively.
Imry Halevi, the I-Man, as he's known to us Bostonians here. Congratulations to you, my friend, on winning the SVG College Pioneer Award. Something I think you personally probably should have won like the last 14 years straight. There should be a statue of you out in Atlanta by now. No one more deserving of this award. Not only does the work ethic and all of the things that you've built up over the years to put the video industry as to where it is on the forefront of everything. I think what's most impressive, Imry, is the number of students that you've mentored and fostered and just built all these relationships and empowered to grow that I-Man video tree throughout the ranks of all of college athletics.
Throughout my 9 years here in the Ivy League, you've meant so much to me. You've shared great guidance, you've shared great direction that has really elevated our league in ways that we couldn't have achieved without your help.
I think it's safe to say that you're a true leader in this industry. I've been fortunate enough to experience firsthand through an internship and almost 4 years of working full-time with you that you're a true leader and so innovative when it comes to video production. I thank you for all your knowledge and experience, and most importantly, thank you for our friendship. So keep shining, and I love all that you do for this industry.
I got to know Imry back in 2015 when I was at Brown University, and little did I know how much of a colleague and a friend this guy would become. He's always there to answer questions, to give you feedback, and sort of bounce ideas off of. What he's done for Harvard University and Harvard athletics is just remarkable. Always pushing the mission of the athletics department and the student athletes.
Imry, there's no other word to describe his work at Harvard. He was certainly a pioneer with our broadcasting, production, and work that we have done, and he has made us first in class. So he is truly a pioneer here. He's a pioneer in this field. We would not be anywhere close to where we are as an athletic department and what we produce in our broadcasting and content if it were not for Imry. So congratulations. We're all excited for you, and no one more deserving.
Congratulations, Imry. I can't think of anyone more deserving of this honor. You are truly a pioneer in this industry. I'm super appreciative of the time I got to spend working with you, and I'm glad I get to call you a friend and a mentor today. Congratulations.
Imry has always been, again, a great friend, a great resource, a great mentor. I even worked on one of his rowing crews back in the early days. This was before we really got fancy with the drones and the map tracking technology. I remember sticking the Pterodec bolt on the south side of the Cooper River shore. I remember our launch driver deciding that he just didn't want to cover the last race. I was there in those gritty early days, and I think helped lay the foundation for all of the success he's had in the rowing space. But Imry is an innovator. He is everything that the SVG Pioneer Award stands for. It is my honor to congratulate him, congratulate you, Imry, on this justly deserved success. And hey, the next plate of bison nachos is on you, my friend.
Really do think this is an award well-deserved and well-earned, and congratulate you on this. I can't wait to see what you do next in your new position at Harvard, and look forward to continue to work with you through the years. Congratulations, Imry.
Thank you for everything that you contributed to not only our league, but to our profession. Congratulations. I hope you take a moment to enjoy this and celebrate it, because your impact has really meant a lot to so many people. Congratulations, Imry. I didn't know that so many nice things were going to be said in the video, so I'm going to delete all the nice things that I'm about to say to you. Sandwiches will be in the back. This will now turn into the roast of Imry, and there's plenty of material that all of us have, so we'll ask you to go individually one by one. Good morning, and it really is great to see everybody. My name is Matt PANTO, Associate Executive Director at the Ivy League office, and it's really my honor to take a few minutes to introduce this year's recipient of the Sports Video Group Pioneer Award, Imry Halevi. I had two goals for this introduction: keep it brief and wrap it up, and avoid the wrap-up music with the inevitable heckling from my Ivy League counterparts. And before that, try to express what not just me, but this audience should know and would want to say to Imry to summarize how much he's meant to all of us as people and as a profession. So naturally, when you are faced with two competing priorities, and Ken already touched on this, and you hit a roadblock, you do the only logical thing in 2022. You log on to Twitter, you type in @ImryH, and you start scrolling for answers. Sure enough, one post caught my eye to summarize today's honoree. Caught my eye not because it taught me anything new about Imry, but because it validated once again what I already knew. If you were to summarize who Imry is, this is what I believe he values most. He doesn't say it, he just acts on it. He backs it up countless times, over and over again. It's a tweet from a few weeks back, and it reads, "It's all about the people. Hire good people, trust good people, follow good people, play with good people, chat with good people, work with good people, argue with good people. The rest will figure itself out." Imry loves his work. He loves his craft. His list of accomplishments are endless, but just for reference include broadcasting 38 of Harvard's 42 sports, building out 2 on-campus control rooms, helping launch the Ivy League Network, and since then, the Ivy League Network on ESPN, establishing Harvard's regional sports network partnership with NESN, digitizing Harvard's films dating back to the 1920s to preserve its storied history, and most recently assuming a new role as the Associate Director of Athletics for Content and Strategic Communications. And Imry is proud of all of that, and it speaks to the award today. And while I've learned, many times, to never, ever, ever put words into Imry's mouth, I'm going to test the waters slightly here and give it another try. While all of those achievements have deep meaning and deep pride to Imry, I believe he would say it's the people and the relationships and the friendships that he has built during his time in this industry that continue to mean more than anything on that list of accomplishments. I'm not sure that I've ever come across someone that consistently backs up that care with everybody that he gives his time with. Whether he has met you or not, whether he's ever had a conversation with you or not, whether you follow each other on Twitter, he genuinely cares about everybody in this room and in our profession. He cares about you, he cares about your success, he cares about your career, and he cares about you as a person. And he always makes the time to help, listen, and challenge anyone in this field that he thinks is best for the person. To me, the name of this award is so very appropriate for Imry. A pioneer is one that does not accept the status quo. Imry challenges the people on his team. He challenges coaches and administrators to better support his staff and stay true to the mission and the vision of the department and the institution. He challenges our league, he challenges our profession, and he challenges all of us because he wants us all to reach the next level in whatever level and ambition each of you want to achieve. And that expectation, and this is probably the most important part, that expectation that he places on literally everybody around him to not live in the status quo is only exceeded by the expectation and challenge that he places on himself. And while he challenges everybody around our league and around our profession, he looks in the mirror every single night and wonders how he can do better the next day. While these long lists of accomplishments are deserving of today's award, your story is incomplete, without one more thing that I'll use to wrap up on. What I admire most about you comes outside of Harvard and outside of our time-intensive, always-on jobs. What I find most admirable is how you always somehow find a way to balance your dedication to your work with your love of your family. Being a husband to Barbara, a father to Clara and Oliver. There is a glow on your face that does not come from a perfectly framed camera, a viral piece of content, or another equipment shipment order that is just delivered from B&H. Your greatest pride and your smiles come when you speak about your family and I have no doubt that they share in our pride today. So Imry, during a time when so many of us are examining and having a conversation and discussion in our own heads about burnout and time commitment and everything that it takes to be successful in this world, you are the good person that have meant so much to many of us and have benefited from your conversation and your friendship. You are one of our good people, and today we celebrate you with this very deserved award. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to present to you the 2022 Sports Video Group Pioneer Award and just a really, really good person, Imry Halevi.
Sorry, it's right here. It's the first time I'm seeing it, so it's nice. Thank you. Just hoping not to cry. I didn't come up with any notes. You know, I'm like Michael Scott from The Office. Sometimes I start a sentence and I'm not really sure where it's going to end. And they asked me to keep it to 45 minutes or less, so no, I'm just kidding. Sandwiches are getting cold. But thank you, first of all. Thank you to Matt for the really, really kind words, and thank you to everyone on the video and everyone here in this room. It's not just me doing these things, it's everyone around me, and so I really appreciate that. When Brandon first emailed me and said, I'm getting this Pioneer Award, I always thought of it like as a Lifetime Achievement Award, and the first thing I felt was old. And as, you know, when I look in the mirror, that's not what I see. I hope not what you see. Don't answer that. But, you know, I think our industry is interesting because pioneers or people who really make a difference out there, they're not necessarily the super experienced people. They're not the people who've done this for 40, 50 years. They can be anyone. You know, I know people who started industry just a year or two ago, and they're doing amazing, innovative things that I borrow from them. And I know people who are here who've been in the industry 5, 10 years, and are really pushing the envelope and trying new things. And I know people who've been around for 30, 40 years and are really innovating and really trying to rock the boat. And I think that's what's amazing about here. It's really not about how long you've been here. It's about how much fun you're having here. I think it's about if you enjoy the work and you enjoy the service that we provide to the coaches and the student athletes and everyone in our department, I think you're motivated to innovate and you're motivated to try new things, and I know that's what always propels me. When I was up here, I think 2016, I want to say, I was chair like Ken, and I gave a little spiel early on about light bulb moments. I was talking about how this conference is my favorite conference by far because, you know, most people are on their phone, though I really value everyone looking up right now. But during panels, you know, you're on your phone and you're doing email or checking Twitter or whatever. But then every now and then I see it on people's faces. They look up because they heard something interesting. They heard something they didn't think about before. They heard someone mention an idea they didn't think about before, or a piece of gear they were wondering about. And they have that light bulb moment. They think, wow, I got something out of this conference. There's a reason I came. And I think that's very important. And I think it's not the only thing. I think it's not just about light bulbs and the ideas. I think it's also about the connections. I think meeting people around here and introducing yourself and telling them what you're looking to do and them telling you what they're looking to do, I think that's how we all get better. I think we don't do it ourselves. We do it by asking questions. We do it by learning from others. And I think we do it by breaking things. And that's what, I'm going to try not to break this because it looks like really expensive glass. But that's, I think, what got me to where I am. I think being able to work with people who let me break things and see what happens and see what works. I like to talk about the drones, but I have crashed. You know, we're not streaming this, right? It's not important that the administration finds out. I may or may not have crashed 3 of our drones into Harvard Stadium, 100-year-old, historic. These things happen, you know, they're supposed to come home and they just crash into the building. But, you know, there's the literal breaking, which I have done, and there's the philosophical breaking of let's try new things and let's see what happens. Because, you know, despite this other conference upstairs with the doctors, I like to say that we're not doctors, and if we make mistakes, no one's going to die. We're just going to pick right up and try again. I'm sure they're not saying that to the doctors. But, you know, let's try new things. Let's break things apart. Let's take things apart. Let's break things. Let's see what we can do. And I think that's how we can all get better. And I think that's what I'm going to continue doing, hopefully moving forward. So thank you, everyone. I really appreciate this award, and I appreciate being here with you.